our prediction has been extremely correct. What's happening with the Bitcoin price and basically the entire crypto market right now is exactly what we explained 2 weeks ago. Hear me out. So a little while ago, right around December 24th, all the way towards December 26th, we explained that for the next couple of days, because of people cashing out their cryptos to pay their taxes, the crypto market would most likely keep falling down a little bit, which is exactly what happened. You can see that even though it was ranging, with Bitcoin being between 17,000 and 16.5 thousand, ever since it bounced off of 17, it basically fell down all the way towards roughly 16.3. Coincidentally, if you check it out, we're basically seeing lower highs and lower lows throughout the period of where it last hit $17,000 and a specific point. Now, what is this point right here? This coincidentally, the point at which this downtrend was broken was the start of the new year. And we described this very, very accurately a couple of days ago that most likely from here on forward, from January on forward, things would finally start packing themselves back up again, getting better and getting higher, which is why over the last week, I've literally been trying to transfer as much USDT, as much USDC into crypto. Again, I still have a good stash left for in case we do crash more. I think that's always a smart thing to do. But our expectation has come to fruition, as indeed, ever since the new year started, we've only been in the up and up. And like we covered, I believe 3 days ago, already, we had ourselves a breakout above 17 that was not confirmed over on the hourly, but just a little bit afterwards, we saw that, well, for the first time in a very long while, in just weeks and weeks and weeks, it's finally started to bounce off of $16.9 thousand. And then just a little bit ago, somewhere late last night, it finally decided to break out and actually broke out above 17,000, which it's right now also staying above. Right now, the price of Bitcoin is $17.3 thousand almost, and it's the first time we've hit that since December 16th. So things are finally starting to look good again. Now, before we move on though, guys, let me remind you of two different things. First of all, make sure you press the like button on this video, as it is greatly appreciated and doesn't cost you anything. And now that we're on the topic of not costing you anything, make sure you check out exchanges like Bybit right there, or potentially BitGet right here. These are the exchanges that I personally use, but what they basically give you is a ridiculously high bonus. Thousands of dollars at absolutely no cost to you. You have to understand, these exchanges understandably want you to trade on their exchange. And because it's such a competitive market, they have to give out some sort of bonus to compete with the other exchanges out there. So yeah, the two ones that I like the most are Bybit, like you can see right there, and BitGet, like you can see right there. But also keep yourself safe, get yourself a hardware wallet. A link will be down below, and always use a VPN. I'll leave a link for that down below as well. Not specifically when trading, just always. One thing I'm suddenly noticing on almost every single exchange is that XRP hit 30 cents or a little bit below 30 cents on January 2nd. It's literally on all the exchanges that I'm checking out. I'm not so sure why. What is peculiar to note about XRP though, is that this cryptocurrency is not completely in the clear just quite yet. What I mean with that is with Bitcoin, we can clearly all see that it's gotten above its local highs. It's gotten above a lot of levels which we've not seen for weeks, which for Ethereum is exactly the same. You can see right here, Ethereum right now is getting back to levels we've not seen since December 14th. With XRP, we're back to prices which we've seen over on January 2nd. It's actually quite interesting to see how very volatile the XRP price has been, but right now it's pumping quite significantly. And so all we can say about this is that XRP most likely right now is just following Bitcoin along. Something good to note though is that over the last couple of days, XRP has actually been gaining traction against Bitcoin as well. Not as much traction as Ethereum has gotten throughout, well, the last, long time. Last couple of months, I should say. Okay, but let's just say since December 16th, 17th, Ethereum has just outperformed Bitcoin, which is peculiar to watch. But generally speaking, my theory that I provided to you guys on December 24th still holds up quite dearly, that just before the end of the year, things would go down, and once the new year started, things would start to pick back up as tax season was over. Well, it's become quite apparent that that was indeed very accurate. So what's going on with the crypto market right now? Well, things are in the up and up. 3.5% up on the entire crypto market, and most of the cryptos in the top here are looking to be doing pretty juicy. Cardano is up 15.5%. Solana is up 21%. Taking a look at the top, Zilliqa is up roughly 50% today, and Optimism also 21%. Things are looking very, very juicy. There's actually not really any crypto that's looking bad today. And a question that must be on everybody's mind is the bull market back? Well, today, it really honestly kind of looks like it. And as I've said as well earlier, One of the most interesting ways to see whether or not the bull market is back is to look at all these different meme coins and joke type of coins that are doing well and the average percent return per day. And so my strategy to capitalize on this the most is two things. One is I buy cryptocurrency every single day, no exception, to make sure that you have the best average price. If you buy every single month or if you just buy whenever things are low, it kind of gets difficult with not being able to know exactly when the lowest point is going to be hit. But if I buy every single day and just spread my buys out, I'll probably get myself a good price. There's actually 3 points. I should add another one. Point number 2 is to not be too afraid to buy a little bit higher. For example, right now, Bitcoin is still 17.3. Ethereum is still 13.2. That's not really high though. XRP is 35 cents. In the big bull market, XRP, in my own opinion, I am not a financial advisor, could go to, let's say, $10. That's 30x-ish from where it is right now. So if you bought at 35 cents or 39 cents, it's not that big a deal. And the same thing for Ethereum. If it goes to $5,000, it doesn't really matter too much if you bought at $1,200 or $1,350. And the same thing for Bitcoin. If it goes to $100,000, it doesn't matter that much if you bought at 17, 16, 15, 14,000. Percentage-wise, sure, it's a difference, but mentally, it doesn't change that much anymore. Because still, at that point, most people would want to swap with you. However, point number 3 is to actually, and this might sound pretty crazy, but to start going a little bit crazy on the random buys. You see, BNB is up 7% today. Things are on the up and up. But this is only in the top 100 that things are doing pretty well. If you go down to the top 1,000, I don't have a good little easy list to show you, but there will be many cryptocurrencies which are significantly outperforming anything out here. And that's seriously what we're going to have to start doing pretty soon from now, is just go a little bit crazy and put $100, $1,000, and just significant amounts of money into coins that, well, nobody's ever heard of. And on this channel, I'm going to do that very soon for you guys as well. I'm going to be sharing again and again and again different cryptos that I think are going to absolutely pop off, or at least attempt to pick those. What I mean is we're going to attempt to, let's say, for example, pick 50 different cryptos. But you have to understand, even if 48 of these cryptos fail or 49 fail, this is the infamous angel investor philosophy. You only need one to succeed. Remember, guys, how we put, please don't quote these numbers anymore. I don't remember exactly, but I believe we put $100 into Shiba Inu, which turned to 50,000. Do the math for yourself. If we invest $100 100 times, that is $10,000. Well, let's say we were wrong 99, but we're just right once with the Shiba Inu. Boom, we still had $40,000 profit. And so if you want to make it big in the next bull market, the best thing I can recommend you guys to do is just make sure you subscribe to the channel and have that notification bell on, because we're going to talk about some bangers when they come back. And right now things are looking good, but don't get overzealous, don't get overexcited. This might just be a bull trap that they're luring you in to crash you down even harder. And why that's the case, I'll talk about in just a second, but please take a look at this video that I posted on my channel 7 days ago. It is called How to Get Rich with Crypto in 2023. I believe in that video I also partially described why the new year would most likely be pretty bullish for crypto on its own. This was, I believe, on January 2nd that I posted this, which, if we take a look, was still when Bitcoin was at $16.5 thousand. We're up roughly 5% since that point. And the philosophies that I described in this video we're going to, well, drastically expand upon over the next couple of months. But let me tell you guys this, my goal is to make everybody watching my channel significantly richer than they currently are. Hopefully all millionaires, even though I am not a financial advisor and I can't give you financial advice. I'm going to basically share whatever I'm doing, and I think that's going to be good enough for people to learn from. It's just for education purposes, but I think from whatever decisions I make, you can learn a significant amount to hopefully aid you in your research journey, to hopefully then also make better financial decisions for yourself. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. You're doing it all yourself. I'm just explaining some lessons that I think are juicy to learn, but let us move on. So what I just said is the reason you shouldn't get overzealous just quite yet is because it's a really strange market. It's pretty new, we all know it, but take a look at this article, for example. Ethereum whales predict bloodbath in the altcoin bet on Ethereum price decline below $400. Atrocious title, not sure who made that. I guess it's SEO friendly, but the idea is that there's a ton of people who are also betting on Ethereum over the next half a year or so, again, expiring on June 30th, to go down significantly. An order has been placed for 26,000 Ethereum put options with a strike price of $400. The options expire on June 30th. ETH price needs to break past resistance between 1,300 and 1,400 to break out of its downtrend. In my own opinion, it has already broken past its short-term downtrend. However, if we zoom out, things indeed are not that bullish for crypto just quite yet, which again, adds to the claim that I said earlier of right now you're still getting yourself some pretty freaking cheap crypto, guys. For ADA, things are honestly looking way more bullish than a lot of others in terms of the recovery path, but still, we have not gotten that far. Even though ADA is up 50% over the last month, we still have such a long way to go before it's back at its all-time high. And even if you're buying right now, there's still thousands of percents to be gained if we just come back to the all-time high levels, and that's the same for most of these cryptocurrencies that we know and love, even though it already looks so if we've gotten pretty far away from the bottom, especially if you zoom in and actually take a look at the price action over the last couple of days. Like, for example, the fact that Polkadot is up 20% throughout the last week, again, following our expectation. And again, keeping a small long position open is something I personally am never against, to just always have one small long position open. If I had to pick a cryptocurrency exchange, I would personally go for Bybit. It's the exchange of my choice, but to each their own. Just make sure you check out the links down below, and good luck trading, as things are most likely going to get way crazier from here. So make sure you just subscribe to the channel and we'll figure it out together.